Welcome everybody. October the 29th it is, a Friday, a beautiful Friday, to be out here today with all of you for this really exciting moment of rebirth and a reclaiming of an ancient wetland.
We would not be here without Mike Thompson working to deauthorize the Walnut Creek channel down here so that we could move forward with permitting that allowed this restoration to occur.
Projects like this take time and perseverance and some strategic thinking, an act of Congress, and a little bit of luck. And good partners like John Muir Land Trust, and of course all of our great funders and supporters.
The people of the Bay Area love San Francisco Bay, and we want to see a healthy San Francisco Bay. And this is one important project to contribute to that health. There are projects going on all around the Bay.
Our gratitude to all of you for being here and so many longtime supporters, as well as all of our agency partners, many of whom have, funded the land trust activities along with flood control and so forth for many, many years. And there's much more to do. So we're very, very grateful to those relationships and how supportive they've been.
Water is in, and it's coming home. Woo! But one of the things I've always loved about following restoration projects, especially these last decades where the restoration science has grown by leaps and bounds. Every project learning from the next and advancing science, advancing our knowledge, advancing our abilities to do this, which we're going to have to do at scale. And we are doing that around the Bay at scale, thankfully, thanks to all of you. And as Amy said, that 70% of people in the 9 Bay Area counties who voted for Measure AA, and they're coming up, I think, on the 5th anniversary of work on the ground out here, and here at Pacheco Marsh and all around the region. But to imagine that once upon a time there were about 200,000 acres of tidal wetlands ringing San Francisco Bay and up here in the Suisun and out towards the Delta. A couple 100,000 acres, about 90% of them were diked and filled, and for generations we looked at them as wastelands and swamplands and things to be ignored and destroyed. Thankfully, we have come to another recognition that these wetlands are incredibly powerful sources of support for us in terms of, we talk about raising our capacities to adapt to rising seas, providing a sink for climate change, for carbon, to soak carbon out of the atmosphere, to provide homes for wildlife and the enrichment of all of that, to reverse the tide of species extinction and to enhance it and build on it. And so to be living in the Bay Area, I'm so proud of us as a community, broadly speaking, to have made this commitment that we're going to try to restore a large percentage, at least, of what was once here, bring it to life, bring it into the 21st century, and invest in nature. Invest in nature as perhaps our best immediate off-the-shelf technology to help us get through this really concerning times, existential threat of climate change in the decades ahead. So the Bay Area is ahead of the wave. All these partners here, all these people are playing a critical role in this critical piece of that very big puzzle, and that's going to serve the community here and all the region very, very well. And we, the people, I just encourage all of us to say this is only the beginning. We've got much more to do. We can do it. We can advance with restoration science, and we can do this at scale. We can create great jobs for working people, caring for nature, restoring nature, helping our environment, just as the crew here did on this project, the 4M company. So It's a win-win-win-win for everybody, for our economy, for our health, for our well-being, for our children, for future generations. And so for me to be standing here today and be about to get out of the way of this and let the real show begin is just very moving, very touching, and a sense of, I want to see all of us at more celebrations like this time and time again. And for those of you for this is the first time, let it not be the last. One of the things I love that Paul talked about that I just really love is that a successful restoration is one that right now we see it. We can see the work that Paul and the 4M company and all of you have done to prepare the land for the water to rush in. Then, to a very large extent, it's in the hands of Mother Nature. And done right, as this will have been done right, pretty soon, and then time goes by, and we come back, you bring your children or your grandchildren, and years from now, this will look like it's always been here. This will look natural. That the handiwork of humanity to create this opportunity disappears. And that's, to me, one of the most touching and greatest aspects of restoration. Pretty soon, we don't see our work. It's not about us. It's about the future. It's about nature. It's about what all of that can provide, all of us, and all the species that are on this planet with us. So come back, and pretty soon you will never know that we had a celebration like this, because it looks like it's been here for thousands of years.